Nothing to do this week? Don't miss another event. Go to blacksinsanantonio.com for our event calendar. The home of the largest business directory in San Antonio with an African American focus. Sign up today for our weekly e-blast and text message alerts. Help us make this a better community. Connect, empower, grow.
If there is any other current elected official here and you have not stood up, please do so. Okay. Are there any past individuals here who served in office? You can just stand up and wave because we appreciate your service. That's right. Anybody else? Okay, any MLK Commission members, past or present, please stand. We want to thank all of you. We all know how much work this is and that we do this because we truly do love it, because y'all, we do not get paid at all. Any past MLK Commission chairs, stand please. Brandon Logan, Bishop Wilson, Kim. I thought I'd say Renee Watson. Oh, she's over there too. Okay. And I want to give a plug out to Mama Gloria Ray, and my mentor, Mary Dennis. Back in 2007, I was just finishing my bachelor's. I made Harold go, well, I kind of coerced him to go to a meeting so that I can get some community service, so I can win some scholarships, and I did get some money. And so he went, and he's like, Mary, you need to go check it out. So I went to check it out on the next meeting, and Miss Gloria was the one running the meeting, who has taught me everything about how to run an effective meeting. While Mayor Dennis, who wasn't mayor at the time, signed in behind me, and me being, energetic, I stood up at the meeting and said, I'm just looking to volunteer. So she drafted me on this committee. So it's been 15 years for us. She stepped down so that she could go do what she's doing now, starting with running for office, city council, now mayor. And you guys already know the development she's doing in her service for TML. So I've had excellent mentors, and I want to thank your mentor day. It's January 26th, and I'm giving my mentors thanks right now. So I appreciate that. This is a time of the program is in memoriam for individuals who have really played a role in the history in the San Antonio Martin Luther King March. And so first of all, I would like to start with Arlington Callies, who will be up in a moment, Arlington Callies Sr. And then we'll have Almy Pacheco Lattimore. Dr. Lattimore was our speaker last year. He's 46 years old. Excellent mind, excellent, brilliant. If he was here, he was going to come back again. Well, God decided to go ahead and take him home. But he's left us with a legacy of his service, his book, Unshakable Faith. If you guys haven't gotten it, you need to get it. And I know this is probably going to be a little challenging for Almy, but I wanted to honor her. And then just a quick moment of silence for Nathaniel Davis as well, for all the years that he served this commission. So I'm going to step down, and actually I'm not going to come back. Once, well, I'll come back to do Nathaniel, and then I'll pick up from there. Okay, Arlington.
Okay, let's start by doing this. No disrespect to those who spoke before me. There. So, here we are again at the MLK Plaza. But it looks a lot different now than when my dad stood here in this very spot with a podium that he built and a microphone plugged into a speaker he had rented from one of the local vendors. And I sat where you are sitting today. But I never imagined I would be standing before you today. First, giving honor to God, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. My name is Arlington Callies, and I am the youngest son of the late Dr. Reverend R.A. Callies Sr. I would also like to take time to recognize my lovely wife, Pam Callies, my oldest son, Keith Callies, my youngest son, Adrian, and his wife were not with us today. His wife's name is Jamie, and my goddaughter, Simone Brooks. Honorable Mayor Ron Nirenberg, Honorable Mayor Mary Dennis of Live Oak, City Councilman of District 2, Mr. Jalen McGee Rodriguez, and all other elected public officials that have been recognized already. The wind needs to cooperate with me. 2023 MLK Commission Chair, my brother Dwayne Robinson, all the committee members of the commission, and of course, Harold and Mary Fulton. Thank you for your support and the opportunity to allow me to speak on this memorial occasion. Last year, as I spoke, I shared with you a speech entitled, "How Did We Get Here?" I shared how the MLK Plaza was just a grass median that divided the north and southbound traffic at the intersection of New Braunfels and Houston. How the original march started in 1968, a couple of days after the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., led by my dad and less than 10 people, and then we had a wreath laying ceremony at the Hemisphere Arena. How one man with 5 children pastored, organized, founded, and built not one but 2 churches, taught woodshop in the San Antonio Independent School District for over 35 years, and labored for over 20 years of his life to keep the ML King dream alive in San Antonio, Texas. And I shared excerpts from my book entitled "The Man Behind the March, The Life and Legacy of Dr. Reverend R.A. Callies Sr." And I asked my goddaughter to bring a few copies with her, so if you desire to purchase one, she has some there in the back. And during that book, in that book, you will read how the city supported the idea of having a life-size statue of Martin Luther King Jr. at this plaza, but only would fund the base of the statue. So Dad and the youth of the Youth Leadership Conference for Community Progress, which is an organization that he started, took coffee cans and stood at each one of these corners, and we solicited enough money so that today, as you can see, we have a life-size statue of Martin Luther King Jr. And that took courage. And in 1982, it was unveiled in front of over 50,000 people. That's awesome. So, Arlington, some of you may ask, some of you may ponder, but where do we go from here? In light of the most recent challenges we as a people and as a nation are still experiencing decades later, where do you think Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., John Lewis, my dad, and other civil rights leaders whose shoulders we stand on today suggest we go from here? I think they will tell you to continue to pray and fight for a purpose. Fight for our democracy. Fight for voting rights. Fight for gun laws. Fight to protect our children, for they are our future. The Apostle Paul tells us in Galatians 5:15, but if you criticize and attack each other, be careful that you don't destroy each other. So we must continue to love each other, work together, worship together, communicate together, regardless of our race, our creed, ethnic background, age, disability, political views, height, weight. It doesn't matter. So, after all, isn't that the thing that San Antonio strives to accomplish with this diverse culture? Tell me, how is it that a city with less than 5% Black Americans have one of the largest marches in the world. So I challenge all of you that march tomorrow or attend any of the events this week to march with these things in mind. And I believe that is what Dr. King and other great civil rights leaders, including my dad, is where we should go from here. Thank you for your time today, and may God continue to bless you.